Do you know how to suffer well? Do you know how to suffer well? See, I'm kind of realizing a lot of us are wired to think everything's supposed to be comfortable at all times. And I'm just not really sure where we got that idea from. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not speaking about masochism and suffering just for suffering's sake. But are we really going to act like suffering doesn't provide some of the greatest lessons we could ever get from life? See, I'm finding that whenever suffering's at my doorstep, there's usually a lesson somewhere in there. Especially if I'm been in a headspace or a season where I'm just not taking full accountability, taking full responsibility. It's not like I have control over everything, but I do over my choices, over my responses to situations. And so it's only on the other side of enduring suffering that if I am honest about the role I played to even find myself in the situation, well, therein lies an opportunity to dramatically shift the way I move, to learn lessons that I wasn't interested in at one point in time, to essentially go from skipping class being the lessons that life tries to teach us, to now being front row, notebook open, pen in hand, feverishly writing everything down, taking notes. I'm trying to be an honor roll, straight A, all the things type student of life, to learn the lessons, not just so that I can do better, but that I can help somebody else who once upon a time I was in the same predicament they were in. That's our responsibility to each other. So we have to reorient our relationship with suffering. And instead of wallowing in it, we have to see it for what it is, an opportunity. An opportunity does not mean a guarantee. It just means you're at a crossroad. The wallowing in it is certainly a choice. It is certainly a direction you can turn down. And please don't hear what I'm not saying. You've got to go through the change curve. We are human beings, we have real emotions. I'm not advocating for stuffing down genuine feelings and no, 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 no. None of that is healthy. What I'm speaking on is having the courage to continue through the change curve, not being stuck at a certain point. Somebody once said, you can do a pit stop at Self Pity City, but don't you ever start getting mail there. So I'm big on feel your feelings, all those kind of things. But again, if it's a crossroad, you also have the choice to turn that different direction and say, how do I, as much as is within my own power, make sure I never get here again? That's when the lessons start formulating. And if you can heed those lessons, just watch how your life starts to ascend. Even though some of the same scenarios may be back to present themselves. If it's the same scenario, what's changed? You have. And to be honest, that change doesn't typically happen on a blue sky day. For a lot of us, it takes the storm clouds, the strong winds beating at the door of our, metaphorical door called our life, that after the fact are in so experiencing and surviving, that's when we finally have some of these lessons click and we start moving different, we start thinking different, and in so doing, our impact becomes different. Not just different, but more robust, more ripples in terms of how you move now has a stronger charge to it, stronger impact. So I just invite us, let's reorient our understanding of what suffering is. Instead of just seeing it as some sort of divine punishment, let's see it for what it always was intended to be, a launch pad, not a coffin. I appreciate you guys as always. Anytime I show up on your feed, my aim is only to feed. I'll see y'all on the next one.